do, actually. I'm just showing you the characteristics of them. I'll just show you the characteristics of the Yahwist writer. Because we're still in the Yahwist narrator. In any event, suddenly, another thing pops in on line 25 after this song. I was just trying to show you that. What does this writer know about Lamech? Nothing. What, that's all you're going to remember about me if I'm dead? 77-fold. Where was I born? How long did I live? Who did I marry? How many kids did I have? What did I do in my life? What? That's all one little sentence. Yeah, that's the way history is. How much do you know about your great-great-grandfather? Oh, but you don't even know his name, half of you. I don't know I do know my great-great-grandfather. I don't know my great-great-grandfather's name. Not on my mother's side or my father's side. And now before that, it's like, oh, total darkness. And I live in a literary age. That's the way it is. This is written. So this is not the Word of God. This is human. This is the way humans are. This reflects the Word. We're just trying to pull some information out of the dark past here. A few songs, a few bits of data, that's it. Song here, a poem here. But suddenly we change gears. Adam had intercourse with his wife. And she gave birth to a son she named Seth. Well, how did we get back to Adam? We'd already way down 5 generations down the line, I thought. Because we're back to the other narrative. We're back, or going back, to the Elohist, or the one who's using God as the name. And she gave birth to a son who she named Seth, because God has granted me other offspring. Seth, by the way, was the name of an Egyptian god of the underworld. I don't know, in fact, how that affects this particular story. But the granted, I suppose, from another Hebrew word related to it. Because I have a footnote from Shaph, granted. She said, in place of Abel, since Cain killed him. A son was also born to Seth, and he named him Enoch. This was the first man to invoke the name of Yahweh, the Lord. Well, we're going to find some others are going to be invoking the name of the Lord, but let's see if we can put these genealogies on the blackboard here, or the whiteboard. First of all, I'll show you these are not separate genealogies. These genealogies are going to overlap. Can you just, I can't write and read it then. Give me Cain. Cain, who's the next one after Cain? Enoch. Who's after him? Irad, or Arad. Who's after him? Mehujael. And who's after him? Methujael. And then Lamech. Let me stop a minute because Lamech has little information about him. Anyway, he's got another Cain pops up here. But he doesn't really matter too much. And then over here, we start with Seth. Now, on chapter 5, let's just get the genealogies here. The material in chapter 4, 25, 26 is like splicing material. It's in the middle. It's partly using the name God, as you see, partly using the name Yahweh. It's kind of mixed up, and it's not clear what it belongs to. But chapter 5, this is the list, the roll. What do you have of Adam's descendants? What word do you guys have? Chapter 5:1. Anyone have anything else? Huh?
The written account.
The account. Who else? Something else?
Book of Generations.
The generations. Okay, the generation. I think that's good. Normally I think we have generations of Adam's descendants. On the day God created Adam, He made him in the likeness of God, male and female He created them, He blessed them and gave them. We're back in the narrative line of the first creation story. And look what the name of the person or being doing all this. It's now what? God again, not Yahweh. This is what scholars have figured out here. We've flipped back. Because what's going on is splicing here. But we'll show it to you as we can. It's going to continue all through Genesis and Exodus. I'll put it over here. Seth. Okay, after Seth, we have Enosh, huh? This guy likes detail too. Kenan, that would be similar to Tubal-Cain and also Cain. Kenan, Mahalalel, and Yarad or Jarad or Urad. And then after him, Enoch. And after him, Methuselah. And after Methuselah, I'll read this in a minute for you. Oh, guess who? Lamech. How did that happen? How did we get the same names in the two different people's genealogies? Oh, because we have two different narratives that the authors have spliced together with two different versions of the genealogy. One very informal, like I was trying to show you, sort of based on poems and ditties, Helter Skelter, the Yahwist. And the second, repetitive, abstract, ceremonial, meant to be intoned in a ceremonial way, in a repetitious way. And I'll show you how that works in a moment. Let's just show the relationships here. Okay, Cain, Kenan. No, this is working. Let me see if I can find something that's going to work for me. Let's try this one. Maybe I'll chuck that. Cain, Kenan. Enoch, Arad, Yarad, Mahalalel, Methuselah, Lamech. I basically got them all.